Did you know that science has never been able to disprove God? In fact, most of their discoveries point to the existence of a creator. And I want to talk to you about it in your morning cup of inspiration. It's important for us to know these things. Albert Einstein was a brilliant mind, and he developed the theory of relativity. Well, this theory led him to conclude that the universe had a very definite beginning at some point in time. And this actually upset him because he thought that the universe always existed. He thought it was eternal. And if it had a point where it began, then he had to find the cause for its beginning. And he never figured it out, but he did make the statement that science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind. Well, in 1965, two guys working for Bell Labs in New Jersey, I think it was Holmdel, New Jersey, they discovered that there was a cosmic radiation around their antenna. And then scientists dug into this and they realized that this radiation exists in the atmosphere and it has the exact same wavelength as it would if it came from an explosion of heat and light in the distant past. And then, of course, the development of the Big Bang Theory came to be. Well, the Big Bang Theory does not disprove God at all because Genesis 1:1 says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." And it said he spoke things into existence in an instant like that. And when you look at the amazing design of the universe, it points to an amazing designer. For example, did you know that they estimate there are 100 billion stars that exist, and the average distance between those stars is 30 trillion miles? And if they were any closer, their orbits would all be out of whack, and planets and stars would just be flying off and colliding into each other. And if the gravitational force that exists in the universe were altered by 0.0000, and if you put 35 zeros followed by a 1, if it were altered by just the tiniest fraction, then the sun would not exist and we would not exist. I'm reading this book called I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. And on page 94, he's talking about Robert Jastrow, who, when he ended his book, God and the Astronomers, he had a classic line. He said, "For the scientist who has lived by his faith in the power of reason, the story ends like a bad dream. He has scaled the mountains of ignorance. He is about to conquer the highest peak, and as he pulls himself over the final rock, he is greeted by a band of theologians who have been sitting there for centuries." See, the theologians, the people who studied God, they knew the answers to these questions way back when. And of course, we read about it in the Bible. In Psalm 19, verse 1, it says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." Verse 2 says, "Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge." So it's all there. The evidence is there. Science has not proved that God does not exist. Science shows that his fingerprints are all over not only our world, but the entire universe. I hope that inspires you today. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon for another morning cup of inspiration.